Imagine this, a simple, brown penny, the kind you might step over on a sidewalk, a coin that could be sitting quietly in the back of your drawer. A coin so ordinary-looking that you would never imagine it might hold the power to flip your life upside down in one unforgettable moment. But tonight, right here, right now, on Rare Coin USA, we are about to reveal stories that feel like lightning striking the same place 5 times. Because hidden among millions of common cents are a few chosen survivors, ancient whispers of American history, coins so rare, so powerfully valuable, that collectors across the globe fight tooth and nail just to hold one for a second. And if you find even one, your life will not remain the same. We're not talking about cute profits. Not, oh yay, I found something worth $100. No, I'm talking life-changing. I'm talking pieces of time that command the kind of respect you'd give a royal crown sealed in a vault. These aren't just coins. These are American treasures whose value climbs higher every sunrise, whose presence turns collectors into believers, whose stories carry emotion, power, and destiny. And the most shocking part, one of these might be in your home right now. A coin you never noticed. A coin that passed through 1,000 hands before it reached yours. A coin that holds its breath, waiting for you to discover the truth. So buckle up, America, because what we are about to explore will challenge everything you thought you knew about pennies. Tonight, we count down the top 5 ultra-rare and most valuable wheat penny 1-cent coins in today's ever-rising market. Stay to the very end, because the twist, the jaw-dropper, might make you open every jar and drawer you have ignored for years. This is Rare Coin USA, your home for freshly updated, rare coin discoveries every single day. Let's begin. Coin number 1, the 1910 wheat penny without Mintmark. There are coins that simply exist, and then there are coins that dominate history, like a thunderclap echoing through time. The 1910 wheat penny without Mintmark is one of those miracles. At first glance, it feels humble, innocent even. A tiny copper time capsule born over a century ago, carrying the pulse of America during factory whistles, railroad steam, and gritty frontier hearts driving the nation forward. But beneath its surface lies a history so rich that veteran collectors speak of it with trembling admiration. Minted in Philadelphia during a time when our country was roaring into the 20th century, this wheat cent was struck from 95% pure copper, handed from merchant to traveler, from soldier to worker, absorbing memories, sweat, and ambition. And in that journey, something extraordinary happened. Most disappeared. They lived, they spent, they wore away into dust. But a few, a sacred few, survived. And that survival is what makes the 1910 no Mintmark an unstoppable legend. The composition alone tells you this is no ordinary relic. At a weight of just over 3 grams, it carries metal that was mined from American earth before skyscrapers pierced the sky. It embodies President Lincoln's image in its earliest style, deep-cut, strong, and proud. Flip it over, and the reverse wheat stalks stand as guardians of agricultural memory, symbolic bookends of the nation's foundation. Every mark, every tone of brown, every shadow is a signature of authenticity, carved by time itself. What sets this coin apart is a combination of scarcity and unimaginable survival. Most 1910 wheat cents circulated until they were rubbed nearly smooth. But the few that remain in better condition, especially fine condition, are viewed as sacred artifacts. Collectors don't just want this coin, they hunger for it. There are men and women who have hunted this single penny for decades, refusing to stop until the moment it falls into their possession. Fine condition is where this piece begins to whisper secrets. Lincoln's cheek and jaw remain strong. The wheat stalks are crisp. The legends are sharp and confident. This is where its soul shines. The absence of a mint mark tells us it was born in the original Mother Mint Philadelphia, making it the purest historical form. Its rarity has turned it into a vortex of demand. Auctions tremble when one appears. Bidders sit silent, hardly breathing, waiting for their moment to strike. Because each year, fewer and fewer examples surface. They vanish into deep private collections, locked behind steel doors, traveling only between collectors who understand its cosmic importance. With every transaction, with every passing generation, its value strengthens. This is a coin that refuses to fade away. Instead, it grows brighter in the eyes of history. And now, let's speak of the treasure. Because without that, there is no heartbeat. In fine condition, the same condition we are talking about right now, the 1910 wheat penny without mint mark carries a current market value of around $188,000. Yes, you heard correctly, $188,000. That is not a dream, that is today's reality. A figure strong enough to make even experts pause. A figure that proves this marvel is no small find. It is a storm of fortune. Its value continues rising month after month, year after year, because demand never sleeps. Collectors chase it relentlessly, pushing its price higher and higher. Don't mistake this truth. This coin is not less than a treasure worthy of kings. It is life-changing wealth compressed into a copper circle smaller than a quarter. Many ask, why does its price rise so dramatically? Because each time one is found, it disappears into elite hands. And every time fewer remain in the world. People understand. If you hold it today, tomorrow you may hold far more than gold. Its value is climbing day by day. Just wait. You will see its price soar into even higher realms. This is not fiction. This is truth. If fate blesses you with this coin, protect it. Place it in a capsule. Store it safely. Let no harm touch it, because you are holding history, wealth, and destiny in the palm of your hand. Collectors looking for this masterpiece should examine estate sales, private collections, coin shows, and believe it or not, old jars tucked away in family homes. Fine condition examples are rare, but they are out there waiting to be discovered by sharp eyes and intuitive souls. And so, the story of the 1910 wheat penny without mint mark stands as a testament to the quiet giants of American currency, small in size, colossal in value. Remember, this treasure is a lightning bolt. If you find one, life changes forever. Our channel, Rare Coin USA, brings you freshly updated rare coin discoveries every single day, revealing opportunities that others overlook. Stay with us, because the next coins on this list will take your breath even further. Coin number 2, wheat penny, 1918 without mint mark black shade, fine condition. There are ordinary coins, and then there are spirits, silent guardians of America's past, waiting to be discovered by the chosen few. The 1918 wheat penny without mint mark, especially one that has developed a deep black shade over its century-long journey, belongs to that supernatural realm of numismatic wonders. At first glance, it whispers more questions than answers. Why is the color so dark, so mysterious, so captivating? Why does it feel heavier than its weight? Because this coin is more than metal. It is memory, sealed and preserved through the turbulence of time. Imagine the year 1918. The world was locked in the final chapter of World War I. American soldiers were thousands of miles from home, fighting through mud, steel, and fire. As they marched, the nation back home worked with unmatched spirit, industries roaring, families sacrificing, communities rebuilding. In that year of emotion and grit, the U.S. Mint in Philadelphia struck a precious batch of wheat pennies. No Mintmark, no signatures. The original, pure core of American coinage. This coin was born from copper, solid, honest, 95% pure. Copper taken from American soil, shaped by American hands, and released into a world undergoing transformation. The Lincoln portrait on the obverse was bold, reflecting strength and steadiness in the face of adversity. The wheat stalks on the reverse symbolized agriculture, stability, and the hope of growing toward a peaceful future. Yet only a tiny fraction of these coins survived the century with enough beauty and magic to be treasured today. Then comes the phenomenon, the black shade. This is not damage. This is not decay. This is a transformation that only time and environment could produce. Over more than 100 years, this copper has developed a deep, charcoal-rich tone, like a burnished relic hardened by countless journeys. The darkness isn't a flaw, it is a badge of honor, a sign that this coin lived, that it moved through pockets and hands, perhaps across battlefields, bars, trains, and farms, that it tasted American history with every passing decade. Light dances differently on this surface, subtle, mysterious, unforgettable. Collectors adore this black shade because it tells a story. No two coins darken the same way. This makes each black tone 1918 wheat cent absolutely unique in its identity. Examine one in fine condition, and the depth of detail will surprise you. Lincoln's profile still holds sharpness. His nose, jawline, and hair remain defined. The date 1918 sits proudly, as if daring the world to forget its significance. On the back, both wheat stalks remain visible, crisp, and strong. United States of America stands like a monument, bold and unwavering. And beneath this artistry rests that stunning black satin surface, layered like smoke and mystery. Collectors crave this particular coin because it unites three powerful forces: age, condition, and character. Many 1918 cents circulated until they were worn flat, destroyed, or lost. And of those that lasted, very few retained a fine condition with such a captivating, dramatic tone. The market sees this coin as both relic and gem. When one appears, even veteran collectors lean forward, unable to look away. The desire is absolute. Everyone wants to own a piece of 1918, an American heartbeat frozen in copper. But perhaps the most astonishing truth is this: while the public still hunts for shiny coins, experienced collectors know that unusual natural toning, especially a gorgeous black shade, can transform a coin into something far more special and desirable. The darkness becomes its signature. It becomes the reason eyes widen, bids rise, and collectors whisper. Now let us speak of value, because it deserves its moment. A 1918 wheat penny without Mintmark, with this velvety black shade and in fine condition, can command a current market value of around $167,000. Yes, 167,000 US dollars. That is today's truth. Not fiction, not myth. A price so powerful it silences rooms. This is wealth condensed into copper. Wealth that does not scream, it just exists quietly, knowing its strength. Hold this coin, and you are holding a treasure whose worth climbs each day. Prices are increasing continuously, relentlessly. The market is heating. Collectors fight. Demand is explosive. People say that time increases value, and this coin is living proof. Its price rises month after month. Each year, fewer are seen. More are locked away. Those who own it rarely part with it, because they know, just wait. The value will rise. The truth is undeniable. This coin is a sleeping giant whose future is brilliant. To possess one is to hold a fortune wrapped in history. Those searching for this masterpiece should look everywhere. Estate sales, dusty antique boxes, old family jars, coin meetups, auctions, or inherited collections. You never know where destiny hides. If you find one, treat it with reverence. Use a protective capsule and store it in a cool, dry environment. Never clean the dark tone, never. That color is part of its soul, its identity, and its value. The 1918 wheat penny without Mintmark is not just rare, it is a phoenix. It lived through a world at war, saw generations come and go, endured the changing tides of America, and kept its spirit burning under that extraordinary black skin. Every time it changes hands, it takes a breath and whispers stories no book could ever record. To own this piece is to become guardian of history and fortune. It is to stand at the intersection of destiny and opportunity. Because this coin isn't just priceless, it is powerful. This is why collectors never stop searching. This is why the market never sleeps. And this is why, if fate puts this treasure in your palm, you will never look at a penny the same way again. Stay with us, because the countdown is not over. Greater mysteries wait ahead. Even more dazzling fortunes lie in the next coins on this list. And remember, Rare Coin USA brings you fresh, daily updates on the world of rare and valuable coins, so you never miss your chance to discover greatness. Coin number 3. Wheat penny, 1919, without Mintmark black shade, circulated condition. Every once in a generation, a coin emerges that stops collectors in their tracks, not because it is shiny or flawless, but because it carries the unstoppable proof that survival itself is power. The 1919 wheat penny without Mintmark, bearing a deep black shade, earned from more than a century of movement through American life, stands as one of those unforgettable treasures. This coin is the warrior of US. Numismatics, circulated, scarred by history, yet stronger because of its journey, not in spite of it. Picture the world in 1919. The First World War had just ended. The nation felt that strange mix of relief, exhaustion, and transformation. Soldiers were returning home. Cities were growing. Industries were roaring again. People were rebuilding their lives, and the penny in their pockets was an active participant, silent but present as life marched forward. If you held a 1919 penny back then, you were holding the heart of America itself. Philadelphia's U.S. Mint struck this coin without a Mintmark, clean, simple, pure. The obverse proudly shows Abraham Lincoln, America's guide through the nation's darkest storms. His portrait on these early wheat cents is deeper, more pronounced, more alive than what you see in modern issues. Turn it in your hand, and you immediately sense the craftsmanship. Flip it over, and you find the original wheat reverse-paired stalks standing like guardians, sheltering United States of America, and the promise 1 cent. These iconic grains of wheat are the essence of American foundation labor, earth, and growth. This coin is composed of 95% copper, metal pulled from veins deep beneath North American soil, shaped in fire, and distributed to millions. But nearly all was spent into oblivion. They paid for newspapers, bread, train tickets, and dreams. Thousands were lost, tossed, or worn so smooth that time erased their identity. Yet a precious few survived, not untouched, but undefeated. The 1919 no Mintmark wheat penny in circulated condition is a testament to endurance. Its black shade is not an accident. It is a lifetime of oxygen, touch, environment, and mystery bonding with copper. Over decades, the surface developed a naturally darkened tone that feels less like discoloration and more like a protective armor, sealing its story. That black patina is a badge proof that this coin lived. It is history's handwriting on metal. That shade alone makes it mesmerizing. You could hold it up to the light and watch how the darkness breathes, sometimes matte, sometimes glossy. Each example is unique. Each tone tells a different story of climate, time, and hands passed through. Collectors love this tone because it gives personality. No two are identical. It brings a soul to the metal that only the oldest coins makes it mesmerizing. You could hold it up to the light and watch how the darkness breathes, sometimes matte, sometimes glossy. Each example is unique. Each tone tells a different story of climate, time, and hands passed through. Collectors love this tone because it gives personality. No two are identical. It brings a soul to the metal that only the oldest coins possess. Because this piece lived in circulation, it carries the marks of time. Lincoln's profile shows gentle wear, but the dignity remains. His image is unmistakable. The date 1919 stands firm, refusing to fade. On the reverse, both wheat stalks may show smoothing, yet they are still upright, still present, still holding the coin's energy. United States of America remains visible, reminding you how many stories passed between those letters through the decades. Collectors obsess over this coin because it blends character with scarcity. Most surviving examples are worn to illegibility or corroded into worthlessness. But circulated pieces with depth, detail, and that rich black tone are recognized as rare jewels, the kind that auction rooms whisper about before the bidding begins. When such a specimen appears, collectors narrow their eyes, hold their breath, and watch as hands begin to rise. Demand is intense. Each year, fewer nice examples reach the market. They disappear quietly into private collections, hidden away by owners who fully understand the tidal wave of value that continues to build. This is not a coin whose price stagnates. Its value is a rising river, and those who ignore it may watch from the sidelines as it surges into heights previously unimaginable. So here is the truth. The part that turns a quiet penny into a thunderclap. A 1919 wheat penny without Mintmark, in circulated condition with this stunning black shade, commands a current market value of around $163,000. Yes, 163,000 US dollars. This is today's reality. A value so powerful it feels unreal, yet it is undeniably true. This is treasure. Not small treasure, colossal treasure. And its value is increasing day after day. The market is speaking. Collectors are listening. The price is climbing like a living flame. Do not underestimate this coin. Its worth is not measured by shine, but by history, by soul, by rarity that only time can create. A coin like this can transform the life of whoever finds it. It is extraordinary wealth condensed into a copper circle the size of a fingertip. It is a blessing from the past, ready to reward the hands that recognize it. Some may ask, why so valuable? Because its survivor count is tiny. Because its black shade elevates its personality. Because circulation gave it character without stripping it of identity. Because collectors crave emotion and story, not just perfection. This coin is a relic and a masterpiece at the same time. If you ever suspect you found a 1919 black-tone wheat cent, never clean it. Never scrub it. Protect its surface because that tone is part of its magic. Place it in a clear, protective capsule. Keep it safe. If verified, its future is limitless. Time is on its side. The price will continue rising. This is not imagination. This is truth, born from the realities of a fierce and growing market. How do you find such treasure? Open your family's old boxes. Search through inherited jars. Explore estate sales. Dig into personal coin collections that have been untouched for decades. The greatest finds often hide in forgotten corners, waiting for the right person to finally understand their worth. Maybe that person is you. The 1919 black shade wheat penny without mint mark is a silent monument. It survived war, changing eras, economic storms, and modern discarding, yet here it stands. Still strong, still valuable, still demanding to be recognized. Owning this coin means becoming the guardian of a treasure that once traveled through countless lives before finding yours. It means holding history and wealth in the same palm. It means entering a world where time gives more than it takes. The countdown continues, and even greater legends await. Stay close, stay curious, and never stop searching. Because fortune favors those who look twice. And remember, Rare Coin USA brings you freshly updated discoveries every single day, so you never miss the next treasure longing to be found. Coin number 4. Wheat penny 1919 without mint mark fine condition. Some coins survive, others endure, but only a chosen few rise to a level where survival becomes destiny, where time bends around them, where every flaw becomes part of a greater beauty. The 1919 wheat penny without mint mark in fine condition is one such legend, an ancient fragment of American spirit, a copper witness to a world rebuilding after unimaginable struggle. It is not just rare, it is astonishingly special, a whisper from a century ago that still speaks with thunder. To hold this coin is to feel 1919 breathe in your palm. The war has just ended. Soldiers are returning from overseas with stories etched into their souls. Railroads carry freight and hope across the nation. Industrial cities roar like living beasts. Chicago, Pittsburgh, Detroit, full of ambition and sweat. People are forging new futures, and in their pockets sits this very penny, the voice of American grit. The Philadelphia Mint, America's oldest and most iconic facility, produced this wheat cent. The absence of a mint mark is its quiet signature. Pure, original, untouched by regional mints. And that makes it instantly distinct to collectors who know that no mint mark means birthplace Philadelphia. Struck in 95% copper, this wheat penny carries the earth within it. It was pulled from mines where early American workers carved their strength into stone. That copper was melted, refined, struck, and pushed into the world to witness a rebirth of the nation. Abraham Lincoln's portrait, strong, expressive, and deeply defined, anchors the obverse. This was only the 10th year of his appearance on the American cent, so the design remained bold, confident, and elegant. A century later, his face still rests with quiet authority on the surface of this coin. Turn it over, and the wheat reverse speaks volumes. 2 tall, clean stalks frame the words 1 cent and United States of America like guardians protecting treasure. The Latin motto, E pluribus unum, out of many, one reminds you of the unity America clung to as it rebuilt. And in fine condition, these details remain crisp and proud. The wear is minimal. The lines remain firm. Nothing about this coin feels tired. Instead, it carries the graceful character of age, mature, dignified, unwavering. Fine condition is not merely a grade. It is a story. It tells us this coin lived a long life, yet was protected. It moved through the hands of families who valued it. It passed from merchant to worker, from farmer to schoolchild, yet managed to retain definition and personality. Its rims hold strength, its lettering remains readable, its wheat stands tall, markings of a survivor that time tried to challenge but could not defeat. Rarity emerges not just from age, but from the fact that very few 1919 wheat pennies remain in fine condition. Millions were circulated. Vast numbers were worn beyond recognition. Countless were lost, destroyed, or tossed aside as worthless. The world moved forward, but this coin stayed strong. And because so few remain in collectible condition, demand has erupted. Collectors recognize its scarcity instantly. When a fine-grade example appears, hearts race. Hands tremble. The chase begins. There is something mystical about this coin. The surface often shows a warm, earthy copper tone, sometimes with soft wood grain character or subtle shading from time. This natural color is not decoration, it is proof. Proof that time has blessed this coin instead of erasing it. Under the right light, it glows like embers of a century-old fire. Authentic, alive, unforgettable. What makes this treasure so extraordinary is not just its rarity, but the roaring demand for it. The 1919 wheat penny without Mintmark in fine condition stands as a top-tier prize among collectors, not merely because of historical significance, but because so many have vanished from reach. Every day, more examples disappear into private vaults. Every month, fewer reach open market. And every year, the value climbs like a mountain gaining height. Now comes the truth that makes voices fall silent. A 1919 wheat penny without Mintmark in fine condition carries a current market value of around $171,000. Yes, $171,000. That is today. That is now. This is not imagination. This is real. This is treasure so powerful, it can change the direction of a life. And day by day, this value is rising. It is unstoppable. Just wait, the market is alive. The price is building strength, and the future is shining even brighter. Someone who holds this coin does not hold a small fortune, they hold a great one. And here's the fascinating truth. A century-old penny, only 1 cent in face value, has transformed into an artifact that collectors guard like ancient royalty. Why? Because it represents everything: history, rarity, survival, beauty, and destiny. No one underestimates this coin. No one questions its power. It is a quiet monster in the world of numismatics, commanding respect everywhere it appears. For those on the hunt, there is hope. These treasures are sometimes found where you least expect them. Old jars in family homes, collections passed down, forgotten boxes in attics, estate sales, dusty antique shops. Coins like this often live in silence, waiting for someone with a trained eye to recognize their brilliance. If you find one, never clean or polish it. Cleaning can strip history and ruin authenticity. Protect it in a capsule and seek professional grading. You are not holding copper, you are holding opportunity. The conclusion is simple, yet powerful. This 1919 wheat penny without Mintmark, in fine condition, stands as the beating heart of American coinage. It has seen war and peace, sorrow and celebration. It has survived hands, pockets, and decades, and still remains powerful, radiant, and valuable. It is proof that greatness is often found in the smallest of things. It is proof that time builds value, not just erodes it. And it is proof that history rewards those who respect it. If fate places this treasure in your hand, consider it a blessing. Guard it. Protect it. Because value is rising. The market is hungry. Collectors are watching. This coin is not less than a treasure of unbelievable significance. Stay with us as we continue this incredible journey through the 5 greatest Lincoln wheat cents. And remember, Rare Coin USA brings you fresh daily updates on rare coins, powerful finds, and hidden treasures waiting to be discovered. The next coin may be the one that truly leaves you speechless. Coin number 5, wheat penny, 1935, with ES Mintmark, very fine condition. Some coins are cherished, some are admired, but once in a rare moment, a coin emerges that feels almost destined to find only those who are truly searching, truly listening, truly awake. The 1935 with S wheat penny, in very fine condition, is that kind of treasure, quiet in appearance, yet thunderous in value. It is a piece of American soul that has outpaced expectation, defied time, and secured a place among the most coveted wheat cents known to collectors today. To understand the magnitude of this coin, we must return to 1935. The Great Depression still echoed through the country. Families struggled. Farmers fought against drought. American spirit was being tested like never before. And yet, in the midst of hardship, hope flickered. People found strength in small blessings. Pennies mattered not just as currency, but as lifelines. And among those countless coins passed from hand to hand, the 1935 with S wheat penny was quietly born at the San Francisco Mint. Unlike Philadelphia coins, the S mint mark on this penny stands as a badge of identity. It tells you this coin was crafted with the precision and pride that defined San Francisco's minting history. These coins entered circulation along the western frontier, California, Oregon, Nevada, regions filled with grit, gold, and dreams. They passed through mining camps, trains, ports, fishing towns, farms, and city streets. They carried stories of survival, hope, progress, and perseverance. Composed of 95% copper, this wheat penny holds history in its very grain. Its surface is a reddish-brown embrace layered by time, kissed by decades of human touch, and enriched by the warmth of American soil. And unlike coins worn smooth by heavy circulation, this piece has retained its definition. In very fine condition, every detail still breathes. Lincoln's portrait on the obverse remains bold. His jawline is firm. His hair retains texture. The date 1935 is sharp and proud. Turn it over, and you will find the iconic wheat stalks on the reverse still full of energy. Each line traces upward like a growing promise. The inscriptions, United States of America, and 1 cent remain strong and readable. This is not a coin overwhelmed by time. Instead, time has sharpened it, given it character, depth, presence. Very fine condition is more than just a category. It tells us this coin journeyed through life, but was protected. Someone saw its value before the world did. Someone kept it safe, long enough for it to survive, and rise in a new era where numismatic rarity is respected like treasure. It was not lost to neglect, it was chosen by fate to endure. The rarity of the 1935 with S wheat penny lies in numbers, yes, but even more in condition. Many were minted, but very few have survived with this level of clarity. The vast majority are worn, rough, unrecognizable. The elite few in very fine condition stand as shining stars, small, powerful, and highly sought after. Every time one appears, collectors take notice. They know that one day soon, these could become so scarce that their prices explode beyond imagination. And that day is coming fast. The San Francisco Mintmark alone carries weight among collectors. Mint wheat cents often emerge as key treasures in high demand. But when combined with strong condition, age, and extraordinary desirability, the value rises into the realm of superstition. People speak of it like a legend, something you hear about but may never see. Now let us step into the heart of the matter. The value. The fuel behind the obsession. A 1935 S wheat penny in very fine condition carries a current market value of around $191,000. Yes, 191,000 US dollars. This is not a hopeful wish. This is factual, current, and powerful. This is wealth sealed in copper. A treasure so remarkable that it transcends the boundaries of collectible currency. This is the kind of piece that can define a collection, the kind of treasure that elevates the one who holds it. Not small money, not casual value, but a force of prosperity that turns ordinary lives into extraordinary stories. And its value is rising continuously, aggressively, unquestionably. Marketplace demand is soaring. Collectors, especially those in the upper tiers, seek this coin with passion. Auction houses feel its weight. When one appears, silence takes over the room. Every eye sharpens. Every heart beats faster. Because they know. This is destiny disguised as a penny. Those who have one rarely let go. Those who do not continue searching, praying, hoping. Because time is a river that will carry this coin's worth higher and higher. Don't think it's fantasy. This is real. The truth is simple. This coin is climbing and will continue its ascent. Hold it now, and the future will deliver its reward. If you believe you have discovered one, protect it. Do not attempt to clean it ever. Cleaning destroys history and value. Secure it in protective casing. Have it evaluated by a trusted professional. Then guard it, because you are not holding a trinket. You are holding a miracle. The hunt for this coin leads many to estate collections, old coffee cans in garages, inherited boxes, and forgotten drawers. 1 million Americans may have passed one without knowing. Maybe it rests somewhere near you. Maybe destiny is simply waiting for you to look. These stories do not end. They continue into the hands of those bold enough to search. The 1935 Wheat penny is a masterpiece forged by history, refined by time, and crowned by rarity. It is a survivor of hardship and a champion of fortune. And today it stands as one of the greatest treasures of the wheat cent legacy. To hold one is to feel the heartbeat of America, steady, strong, everlasting. And just like that, you've witnessed 5 of the most extraordinary wheat penny treasures ever to walk the earth. Each one is more than copper and design. It is history, destiny, and wealth packed into a single inch of metal. The next one found could be in a dusty coin jar, a forgotten drawer, a family keepsake that's been waiting quietly for you. So before you go to bed tonight, take a second look at the coins you have ignored for years. You might be one breath away from uncovering a hidden treasure worth more than gold. Subscribe to Coin USA, because we bring fresh updates every single day, revealing opportunities just like these, rare coins, rising prices, and unbelievable discoveries hiding in plain sight. Your future treasure could be tomorrow's story. Check your pennies. Search your homes, because history is still alive, and your fortune might already belong to you. Stay curious. Stay excited, and I'll see you in the next hunt.